Hey guys, we're going to be taking a look at the SR1 Shavette by Parker. Here's the package the SR1 comes in. Nice bright stainless steel. Now to open it up, you're going to hold the shank there. Kind of get a fingernail in there. You can see there's a little space there. Just pry it up. This will slide back and reveal these two posts. Now you can get single edge blades for these that are pretty much half of a double edge razor blade. Or you can get your double edge razor blade. I've got a derby here. Fold it in the package, of course, until it snaps. Now you've got your half blade. So what you want to do is open this up to reveal the posts. And you're just going to set it on the two posts like so. You're going to slide this part up, and when it gets down to the posts, it's going to close down on the blade. Now you can give it a slight adjustment if you need to, but be careful. Now once we shut this, your blade's secure. It's not going anywhere. So if you buy the half blades, that's great if they work for you, but don't be limited by them, because there's a lot of different blades out there. You need to find what works for you. And there's just tons and tons of double-edged razor blades out there. So it's pretty simple. It doesn't have the elegance of a traditional straight razor. But if you're looking to get a start, or just try it out, this is a good way to start out. You're gonna have a good blade, so you don't have to maintain the edge the way you would with a traditional straight razor, and it's one less variable to worry about. You can focus more on technique. And I'm gonna be using Proraso Red. It's their sandalwood scent. Good stuff. As always, I just took a shower. Got all the facial hair nice and hydrated. Very important. If you want a clean shave, irritation free, gotta hydrate your hair. Now if you're new to shavettes or straight razors, here's how I hold mine. Between these two fingers, you want to kind of pinch the scales here. This part's called the scales. You want to pinch it, it gives you control of the angle. Some guys will hold it like this. I prefer like this, it gives me a little more control. Now when you're shaving, you want to stretch the skin. You want a slight angle. The farther out the blade goes like this, the harsher it's going to be, the more irritation you're going to get. And if you go straight up and down too much, it's just not going to cut very effectively. So no pressure. Short strokes. Now the nice thing about this compared to maybe like a Mach 3 or a multi-blade cartridge razor is there's absolutely no tugging. So your first pass, you want to go with the grain. My hair on my neck grows up, so this is with the grain for me. When you're starting out, just take your time. Now, stretching the skin there really helps you to get a little bit closer of a shave. Now if it feels too harsh or it feels like it's irritating your skin, I'm going to bring the razor up a little more. And if it seems like it's just not cutting, you want to give it a little more angle. Go for pass number 2 here. I'm just going to do 2 passes today, I think. Don't have too much going on. This is a vintage brush I'm using, and it's shedding a little bit. And my second pass, I like to go across the grain. Now when you're doing this, it should feel real smooth. If it feels like it's irritating your skin, like it's scratching, you want to change something up in your technique a little bit. Could be the angle, could be a little too much pressure. Or it could be both. If you're just starting off with something like this, don't expect any miracles on your first shave. It's not going to be great. There's definitely a learning curve. Stick with it. Maybe do it for a few weeks. and you'll see improvement. You're starting off, don't try to get a super smooth shave. Don't try to get, you know, the closest shave you've ever gotten. Aim for a comfortable shave. Over time, your technique will improve, and your shaves will just get closer on their own. Starting off, you just want it to be comfortable. I also recommend these derby blades for beginners. They're very forgiving. If you use a little more pressure than you should be, they're not going to bite you too bad. You definitely don't want to start off with a feather if you're new to wet shaving. Now the SR1 and the Proraso Red Sandalwood, both available at trinityshaving.com. I've included links in the notes. SR1's about 20 bucks. If you're going to get one, if it's your first double edge or Shavette, I'd recommend getting a blade sampler. You can try a few different things, see what works for you. Now I just did 2 passes. If I wanted a real close shave, I'd do a 3rd pass. I'd have one against the grain. But this video is geared more towards people who are just starting out. I wouldn't recommend going against the grain until you have a little more experience. If you want to get a little closer, do a 3rd pass. Go across the grain, going in a different direction. So the first time maybe come from your ear toward your nose, and the 3rd pass, go from your nose toward your ear, and that's going to get you closer. If this video has been helpful, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll bring you some more reviews and instructions in the future. Thanks.